Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. One of the things I like to do is look in charity shops. I do this regularly, pretty much every week actually, and I must say the last few years it's been pretty dry out there for any bargains. Anything of interest to myself pretty much needs to end up on eBay these days. If anything does become available, it must be going before I even get a chance to see it, because I haven't seen anything for a very long time. In fact, the last thing I bought was probably about 3 years ago now, and that was a Texas Instruments computer, which I was very lucky to find. But just recently I came across this. I was looking in a Salvation Army shop that's just opened up recently this year, and I must say it's an absolutely amazing charity shop. It's very American actually. It's very large. It sells just about everything. I spotted this out the corner of my eye behind a desk, out of sight of probably people, because it was buried in the corner. I didn't get any video footage before actually seeing this. I did get a quick still image after I bought it. I turned it on in the shop. There's no model number that I could see on it. Didn't realise until afterwards that there was actually a model number at the bottom on the foot there. So I kind of bought this blindly. I've turned it on briefly, like I said, to see if the screen was okay. It's had a fresh install in OS, I'm not sure which one. The guy there said that it had been donated, just been put out that day in fact. It'd been donated and they'd basically formatted it, sent it off to be formatted to get rid of all the customers' previous details on it. It did have a keyboard and a mouse with it apparently when they sent it off, but they never came back with it. They've taken my details, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get them back sometime in the future. So in this video I'm going to find out what I bought. So I'm going to turn it on, we'll look at the model number underneath, find out just how old it is, because they've been making these iMacs now since around about 2014 in this size, in this system, this 27-inch one here. So stay tuned and I'll see you right after this. Let's have a quick look over the machine. At first glance everything appears to be okay. Can't see any scratches on the back here, just a few surface marks. And there are no scratches around the back here from people fumbling around putting a USB input. It has a headphone socket, SD card reader, 4 USB inputs, 2 USB-C lightning ports and an Ethernet socket. Overall around the back here it seems to be in pretty good shape. Even the power button looks clean, along with the mains cable. So it looks like it may have had light use. There is a small ding there on the foot, but the screen itself looks absolutely fine. Just need to give it a good clean now to remove my handprints from carrying it home. One of the things I'd forgotten about the Apple iMac computers is the model number and the EMC number is actually stamped across the bottom of the foot. If you go to a site called everymac.com and type in those model numbers, you can pretty much find out everything about your Mac. And here we are. Turns out this one's actually from 2017, a lot younger than I thought. And there were 4 in the series that came out that year, and it ran until 2019. I won't find out exactly which one I have here until I turn it on and install the OS, but let's start at the entry model. So this model has a 27-inch LED backlight 16:9 screen with an IPS DCI P3 Retina 5K display. We've already looked at the connectivity. With a 1TB hard drive and SSD fusion drive, there's plenty of storage. The processor starts at i5 3.4 GHz 15700, and this has 4 independent cores, 8 GB of RAM and a Radeon Pro 570 graphics processor with 4 GB of dedicated VRAM. The top end model has the i7 processor. To buy this new back in 2017 would have set you back $1,800 or £1,749. And that's for the entry model. So even if I only got this entry model, I still think I've done pretty well. Okay, it's time to get it set up for the first time. Luckily I would have had a spare Apple keyboard and mouse. Fingers crossed the originals turn up. And finally let's turn this thing on and see what I have here. I won't bore you with the entire installation as it can be quite time consuming. And here we are, it has Mac OS Catalina installed, which is probably about right for its age, version 10.1.5.7. And it is a entry model as I thought it probably was. Intel Core i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM, Radeon Pro 574GB graphics card. And straight off the bat there's already an operating system update that's popped up, which I've connected with the Wi-Fi. But first of all I'm going to do the security update, and then I'll install Mac OS Ventura. Well, there you go. What an absolute bargain it turned out in the end. It's only an i5 Generation 7 processor, but nonetheless, it's still better than the early 2014 model. This is the 4-core processor, as I mentioned before. The one I use for editing now is a 20-inch screen, 2019 model with a 6-core processor. Same RAM, pretty much the same graphics card. But the extra 7 inches on this screen will certainly be very handy for video editing, which I think is what I'm going to use this for, in fact. I've been really lucky on this occasion. I never normally find anything this good. And even years ago, I've not found anything this good. I've been extremely lucky. Looking on eBay, you're looking around about £350 to £400 to buy the second hand. And of course, you don't know its history. But I suppose I don't know the history of this one either, do I? So far through the testing that I've done, it seems to work just fine. It plays back 4K videos via YouTube absolutely perfectly. The sound system on it is amazing. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate that for you with any music from YouTube or anything like that, because I'll probably get copyrighted. So yes, I've done really well on this occasion. I'm really pleased with it, and I shall put this to good use. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that with me. As always, thanks for watching, and until the next video, I'll be seeing you. And if you did enjoy watching this video, you may want to take a look at some of my other videos on similar themes. I'm always buying something on eBay, some more piece of technology, and trying to repair it. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.